Polaris Media Police Crimes Report. I am Christopher Wood. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Anybody that does, I doubt anyone that will because I have Pegasus being used on my computer and on my phone to block out my videos and also to background copy and shadow ban because I am speaking about very serious crimes that are taking place against me and showing them and proving them from very dangerous police in Napanee and surrounding areas. I am a 6-year revenge retaliation victim from very seriously dangerous police, doctors, justice of the peace, mental health workers, and accomplices. It's organized trafficking, tortures, identity thefts and frauds, slavery, serious brain injury, body mutilations, kidnapping, sex assaults, false arrest, arrest refusals, extortion, medical file falsifications for treatment refusals, discrimination, and blacklisting, assuring crimes against their targets, I will say instead of victims, to prevent help and proof of damages that were done. August 6, 2019, I was shot by something on the corner of Bridge and Center Street by ex-OPP chief or commander. He was driving a white Jeep Wrangler. He waved at me. I waved back. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him. They pointed something, shot it, and it went into my right ear. Started to move through my head. I was getting burning, electric shocking. It went to my occipital lobe and then up to my frontal lobe. My skull was invasively split internally while that was happening to me as well. Blood vessels being burned out, going through serious skull deforming, serious mutilations, lungs, kidneys. I eat food goes to the right side of my body. My right side of my body is pretty much gone. I have absolutely no feeling or stimulation whatsoever. I have my medical rights, my legal rights, and my human rights have been taken from me to prevent me help and proof arrest charging on anybody, no matter what I have been able to prove. I am the end of my bloodline as well. Damages done, time bought. My mother was also stalked, tortured, and her life was taken, and two of my dogs as well. Human traffickers, sex slave traffickers, those guilty of torture crimes, arrest refusals, false arrest, including their accomplices as well. Ex-OPP chief or commander, once again, that drove the white Jeep Wrangler, year 2019. Staff sergeant, years 2019, 2021, kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork. Robert Lucas, he actually told me one time he could F me, unlive me, and get away with it. Money Badge Family Town Council. He was right. Dave Weiss, Constable Ward. Christine Schultz. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS. And Shelley Huffner had me kidnapped May 27, 2021, 24 hours after me asking for help with crimes taking place against me. Spencer Mills 14716, Robert Kane 7224, Dr. Tatiana Bakadinovic, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, file falsifications for discrimination, treatment refusals, and blacklisting, assuring all crimes against me. And she is a girlfriend to Stacy and also the one that done my CAT scan, I believe. And after that, I was medically blacklisted. I was given false fake ones, and my original ones, which I wasn't allowed to see, was given to one Stacy AMHS, and Spencer Mills, OPP 14716. Falsely charged through the hospital twice to prevent anything legal on them for the crimes they are guilty of against me, in an attempt to turn their crimes around against me back onto me to prevent anything legal on them. Justice of the peace is also involved. Threats, intimidations, accusations stating I was obstructions, stating I was high on marijuana, and hallucinating being sodomized because it was done through cop and one Bill Waldridge. I even went to the hospital after that was done. I have also had other serious body mutilations done to me, which I am not going to talk about, but as a man, use your imagination. It's not good either. I've had strokes. I've had possible heart attacks. I go through hypoxia on a daily basis because I have tubes in me that I never previously had. One that bulges up, comes from my throat, goes to the back of my head where I get feces and urine going through me. And it is decaying my brain from the inside out. It is softening my skull. This is another reason how I am going through so much identity theft and changes being done to me. I am have holes in my head and tubes now that I never previously had. All could be proven as well. And it feels I have magnets inside my head. I have what feels like a cap over top of my skull as well now. So whatever was shot into me, whatever is being done to me, it is pretty much finished. I am losing more and more of my own consciousness, my own true self, and that's the whole point of this. The more they buy time, the longer, the more everybody is going to get away with what they've gotten away with already. My medical rights, my legal rights, my human rights have been taken from me. I am the end of my bloodline, and it's all because of me speaking of the OPP, human trafficking, homeless exploitation for monetary gain, and money laundering out of the Morning Star mission. No criminal record or history until the attempts to have me charged through the hospital for the crimes they are guilty of to turn everything around on me because of who they are. My mother was stalked, tortured, and her life was taken, and my two dogs were as well. Dr. Tatiana Bakatinovic, she is guilty of first degree premeditated attempted unaliving with the intent to commit and cover up through the file falsification, the discrimination and treatment refusals with and for her girlfriend Stacy Kingston AMHS. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, ex CEO Covey Duck, and patient relations, all criminally negligent involved, discriminations, treatment refusals, very serious name calling, and a whole lot more. Me being rushed to the hospital by ambulance and being treated like a piece of shit. What can we do for you today, Mr. Wood? Me having to crawl off the stretcher pretty much out of the hospital into a taxi and leave after that. Being name called and treated like shit, and I was getting up and walking out a lot of the time, and they were making it turn around and making it look like I was refusing treatment. No, it was me being treated like shit and not taking it. That is the only reason. Their accomplices who are guilty of torture crimes, very seriously provable identity theft and changes done to me, and each and every one of them, I can 100% prove their guilt. I have their urine and feces going through my body as well from the torture, and it can be very well 100% proven. Blair Hardy Kane, alleged supervisor. A guy known as Bill Waldridge, bald glasses, approximately 65 to 70 years old, lives on the corner of Bridge and Center Street behind the law office in a gray duplex, or at least he was. He has many alias names: Bill Wooldridge, Bill Coolidge, Bill Delarosable, James Even Mavis, Robert Cross, and many others. He thinks he and I were switched at birth, thinks that he is my dad and was calling my mother mom. He is guilty of first degree torture against her and causing her cancer, causing her death. And I was talking about what was happening and the outcome and what was going to be, and it happened as well. I prove my words. Two of them are also involved: Harry Hartwick, my cousin, and Dale Hartwick, his nephew, my cousin. Dale actually let me know that he was involved before he realized what he was saying, and then he got up and left. He was at my house when he said it at 45 Dundas Street East in Napanee, Ontario at the time, and this was approximately in 2021. I was made homeless for an entire full year as well, where I had to move to Kingston and live in a shelter. Thankfully, I'm not like that now. Very, very grateful. I have been going through very serious mutilations and tortures. Once again, no matter what I've been able to show and prove, there's been nothing I've been able to do about it. I am just wondering how much I was sold for and how many others this was done to and have gotten away with. The only thing I did was speak police crimes, and that is it. Once again, no criminal record or history, no hospital or doctors prior to in approximately 7 to 10 years, and then after I was shot, having to go all the time because of damages being done to me and being refused treatment to prevent me proof and help. When people disappear, families are murdered and missing, regardless of who it is police involved crimes. I have had serious threats against me, serious death threats, serious beating threats, serious shooting threats. Uh, I have pretty well limited to very none freedom of movement from threats. Other family members, my nephew has been put under death threats as well. So this is very serious. I hope it is taken as such. Check out my other videos to prove I can 100% prove my words of everything I have said. And once again, I know everybody involved right from day one who is guilty. $22,000 to have anybody arrested as well. So that's the extortion. I am also the end of my bloodline. I have half brothers, but I'm also the end of my bloodline. I also have what feels like tubes in my throat now, and also oxygen. I taste oxygen all the time, like it's being pumped into me through my nose, or like I'm wearing tubes in my nose and oxygen, and I taste it all the time. So I definitely want to know what the hell was shot into me August 6, 2019 by XOPP Chief or Commander. I have done everything I can possibly do to get arrest and charging on everybody involved, the police and everybody else, only to be refused because of everybody involved. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled. Your life, I hate to say it, pretty well means nothing to police and doctors. You are a commodity. somebody they can buy, sell, and trade, commit full physical identity theft on you, forced sex assault, slavery as well. I've had some very serious things done to me, and there's been nothing I can do about it. There is also another one involved that's not mentioned. It was also Sean McKay as well. He is also guilty of attempted unaliving me in Belleville, Ontario in 2015 as well. He showed up at my place on Coleman Street demanding money for crack cocaine, which I would not give him. And then in return, he threw me down backwards down a flight of stairs and threw a TV on top of me afterwards. He is also involved, and there is others too, but I cannot speak of who they are because of the threats against my family members. There's been enough lives lost and enough damages done. Nobody else needs to be taken as well. I've said this before and I'm saying it again because I have no rights and there is nothing I can do about what is happening to me. Nothing I can do about what has happened to me, no matter what I've been able to show and prove. I just ask that I'm not thrown into a ditch. That's all I ask. Lies about suicide, not true in any way, shape, or form. So please, I hope that's not the narrative that is given, or drugs that I do not do. I smoke marijuana and that is it. I don't do synthetics, no pills, no other drugs. I am highly against them in every way, shape, and form. So that will not be true if anything happens. I've had serious revenge retaliation against me too from these police and others. So I hope you're happy with what you have done to my mother, what you done to my dogs, fully physically brain screwing me, fully physically changing my identity with 100% proof, and keeping me from help every step of the way, while pretty much lobotomizing me. This is also about disability ODSP fraud as well from these crackhead lowlifes so they can get more drug money, and that's a fact. How many others has this been done to? How much was I sold for? How much was my mother's life sold for? These things need to be answered. I am Christopher Wood, 53 years old. Check out my other videos. Hit the like, share, subscribe because it helps me get this out. It's very serious and important. Love all, hate none. Napanee area. Thank you for what you've done to an innocent person.